Hello and welcome along and welcome to this first look at Excel Farms. This is an intriguing map to me. It's one that I've seen on Facebook. I really like the look of it. I wanted to have a look and yeah, it's really simple but really awesome all at the same time. And it is huge. I mean, I can't get over how huge this is. In fact, let me show you the PDA for it, and you can see what I'm talking about here. So this is the PDA for the map. As I said, it's a fairly simple map, but there is the PDA belies an awful lot of detail and an awful lot of work that's gone into this. And yeah, so we've got a total of 8 fields here, and the thing is, they are all absolutely massive. I mean, incredibly huge. Our most expensive one, I'm guessing, 3.3 million over here. 3.3. Yeah, it's about 1,000 between these two here. Yep. It is literally these two here. So field 2 and field 7, there's about 1,000 between them, maybe 1.5 between them, and yeah, they are absolutely huge. So yeah, you're gonna be wanting to use big equipment and big stuff, and probably want to do multiplayer on here as well, as a result of the size. You can see there's a nice train line going through it, and you've got sell points for well, you've got a sell point down here for Goldcrest Valley that the train will head off to. Most of your stuff is in this center area where you've got your main farm, and then there's various sell points around here. We have got some up the top as well, and we are going to have a drive around this because I want to show you sort of the whole way around this map. One thing I will note is that it looks big and flat initially, but there is some various levels and bits and pieces here. So it's got, as I said, it's got an interesting level of detail. And while this isn't a map that I would normally go for, because I tend to start from scratch and go for smaller stuff, I do love the idea of maybe doing multiplayer or something on here, just simply because of the largeness and how much that opens up. I love this waterway that goes through the middle of the farm. Separates the farm from the main sell point mostly, which is pretty good. The use of the standard barns and things from Farm Sim works well as well. I like the positioning, and yeah, full access to the whole thing. So it has given... Oh, this should open up. I don't think it is. Won't worry about that too much. So I don't think we got... Yeah, it looks like we've not got the triggers on the doors, but that's okay. I'd say that's more an aesthetic choice than something actually being broken. And yeah, so we've got the standard barns, which you guys have seen before, but well used here, and I like their position, and I like the way that this farm has been put together. It's a good little farm. Works very well. Should we jump in the red pickup truck that comes with us? So, or with it. So we'll jump in this, and we're going to have a drive around here into our gears, and away we go. So we've got our farmhouse back there, and then over here we have another house. So this is a very residential area. Nothing actually located here other than it just being a second farmhouse that is on the map. Looks like, yeah, nothing. I wondered if it was a horse area or something like that, but it is not. So I'm going to head into the more commercial and sell point area of this map up first, and head around this way, because we have an area in here for our first sell point. So this does look like more of a horse area. I haven't seen, and we'll have to check this in a minute, but I haven't seen any horse paddocks and things. I think this is a general horse area. We've got a sell point here for it. I'd say it's probably a set of stables. Do we have anything on the map for that? So I'm wondering, yeah, because we don't own these areas. I do wonder, actually, if these are areas that if you purchase them, you get a horse paddock and things like that on. That would be really awesome. I might try and get some money in here and see if we can purchase this area. So how much is this? Just quickly. So this is 428,000. So I'll add 428,000 into this and we'll see if we get a horse area or similar with this. So I've added 428,000 into our pot. Let's see if we can purchase this now. Buy that. Yes. And purchasing it, I don't think gives us anything. So at the moment, yeah. So at the moment, you buy the land, and yeah, it doesn't activate anything. Not a criticism by any stretch. Just an observation. Would be nice. I do know that this map is a work in progress and is constantly being updated. I think having that activate as a horse area for the player to use, or something like that, would be pretty cool. Seeing as I can't see any animal areas in here as it stands at the moment. So there is that, unless I am just going to double check this because I don't want to go and say this and it not be true. But yeah, I can't see any animal areas in here for this. That is the animal dealer up there, which we will get to in a bit. So yeah, as it stands at the moment, there's plenty of space to put them. I mean, if you purchase this area here, you know, or purchase the main farm here for 172, then yeah, you can definitely place animal areas if you want. But yeah, they don't come with any land you purchase, as far as I can see at the moment. Anyway, we are going to head down this way and head into here, where we've got another large sell point. We've got a lime purchase point there, and then we've got the railway station here. So yeah, this is where you load up your goods to sell in Goldcrest Valley as one of the sell points. We've got several. It looks like we've got several bits in here. Oh no, that's all the station stuff that comes beside it. We then head down here. We've got a factory for the grain mill. So we've got factories and productions in here, which is always good to see. I love the layout of this central section. You know, it's a proper industrially laid out area that works well, looks nice, and everything is very easily accessible. It's just, yeah, it's a really great gameplay layout, and I absolutely love that. It's good to see this kind of thing taken in. And we've got dairy down the corner here. We've got a sell point round the back, which I can't quite access from where I am here. Here we go. So we come round here. Hopefully we're not fenced in. Yep, and we've got the dairy round the front here. So it looks like we've got a couple of dairies located in here, which is good. That'll be a nice little variation on price. We've got a very, very large grass field over here. So nice and flat, great for putting your own animals in, or just purchasing and doing fields and grass work and stuff in there if you want to. There is a nice level of placeable areas in this, and places to expand your farm and move them about. I doubt we can sell the initial buildings at the moment, seeing as we don't own that land. I might be wrong about that, and I haven't tried that. But yeah, that might be the case. Let's head round and in here. And into here, which is the BGA. And again, nice big BGA. We've got points here to tip slurry, maybe, or collect slurry. That's an unloading point. Maybe that's a sell point for slurry. And then over here, yeah, we've got the sell points for the silage to put in, and two nice big silage clamps. Again, these are the standard game ones, but have been very nicely integrated into this map and work very well, I think. Yeah, there's been some care and attention done to the placement of the items on here, and everything flows and everything works. Everything looks nice. This is the thing. It works and it looks nice, and I love the road that sort of circles around the outside. We then got these bridges over the river. That is a nice long river. This goes all the way around, all the way down the center. It marks it off from the edges. Then we've got these roadways, or this roadway down the side, and now you're beginning to get a feel for how big these fields are. I mean, that field goes from here to the edge of the map. This is the most expensive one, and it is just such a long view. I will cover this again when we get to the equipment at the end of the video, but it is the size of these fields are just incredible. This is, to me, this is not a single player map. I think you're gonna end up spending, well, it is if you like spending an awful lot of time doing your jobs. Interesting designs we've got out there for areas at the going into the water, almost like pontoons of land going out there. I quite like that. It's quite an interesting design for this, and I think we might go back round and down on the inside. But I want to head up to the side here. Slightly obvious side of the map, but not a huge issue, seeing as this map basically just takes up the whole space. You can't easily see through it, and yeah, it doesn't sort of fade off into it, but still works for me, I think. And then we'll head into here. It's not like we've had in previous maps, in previous versions of FS, where we've just had this very flat edge that's just these cardboard cutout trees. This is, yeah, it's actually used tree models and hedges and things to mark the edge of the map, which for a map like this I think works pretty well, to be honest. Right, this is the animal market. So if we come in here, yeah, we don't have any animal pastures, as I suspected. So they're not either they're just not built into the map at the moment, and you'd need to place your own. Again, I don't think that's a bad thing. There is plenty of space given for those, and yeah, as a result, you can place your own animal areas fairly easily. We have a sell point here, I'm guessing for straw, and then we head back around this way and back out to the road going around our edge, and then we've got our shop in here with a nice large area for everything to spawn, which you're going to need on a map that requires some pretty big equipment. And then over here you have your vehicle repair shop, and then right on the edge here we've got another sell point. So yeah, sell point through here, and this, yeah, this does look like a sell point and not a production facility. And I think when we were looking at the map earlier, it was production. It was a sell point, not a production facility. And then here you have got the stone crusher as well. So yeah, good layout, good setup. I'm pretty impressed with this map. It's as I said, simple and huge, but so very playable, and I think that is such a big plus for it. One thing I think I would probably get is the cars to go down these as if they were lanes. It looks like quite a big road for the cars that are going on it. But that's just a personal preference thing. We then come down here and we've got the waterways and the sides. I'm not going to go right over the other side of the map because it is very similar to this side, where we've got the large fields and everything, and just going right to the edge. And we've got the riverside with these bits of land sticking into them. I do like it. I do like it a lot. Right, is there a way back into our farmyard from here? No, there isn't. So let's turn around. and head back, and hopefully we can get in this way. Yeah, we've got a roadway up here. And then we're going to go and have a look at the equipment that you get standard in New Farmer here, which in itself is very interesting, and some very cool choices from what I've seen of the equipment that you start with. So let's stop it here. And yeah, let's have a look at what we've got. So everything on this map that you start with in New Farmer is purchased. There is nothing under the leased items. You start with several medium tractors. So you've got a John Deere 4755, two of them in fact. That one's got a little bit of hours on it. Both of them have 190 horsepower. You get a John Deere 7810. That is at 175 horsepower, and a Massey Ferguson 3670. So a nice good range of mid-horsepower tractors to start you off. And yeah, if you're doing multiplayer, having 4 tractors to start you off, absolutely brilliant. I would say if you're trying to do multiplayer and you want to do it with the New Farmer setup, something you should note, go and create your game in New Farmer first and then take it into multiplayer. Otherwise, you will end up with starting in a farm manager setup with none of this. Next up, we got the harvesters, and I'm very pleased to see, considering the size of these fields here, that you start with 2 John Deere T560s. They are, again, one of them has a slight bit of hours on it, but otherwise is all good. It's interesting that they appear to be the same, but they do have slightly different setups, which is interesting. And this one on the right has a 14.9 ton weight. This one has a 15 ton weight. And from what I can see, that is purely down to the tire usage, which is very interesting. Cars, you have the pickup truck, the 1986 pickup. Really nice. Good to see you start with a truck. Very useful if you want to get stuff transported around. Trailers, you've got the very nice and large Brantner DD 24073-2XXL. This will take 25,500 litres, sorry. And then you've got 2 18,500 litre Rudolphs, the TDK 301RP and the DK 280RL. So you can have those two in tandem, and yeah, that works well and gives you a whopping 37,000 litres worth of space in those. Headers, you get 2 John Deere 625X headers for your combines, as well as 2 John Deere 608C corn headers for them too. You get a stone picker in the Scorpio 550 from ELHO. You get an Agromass POV 5XL plow, a Horsch Torano 3FX cultivator, and a Horsch Joker 4C disc harrow, as well as an Amazon KG 3001 super power harrow. So doing the land, working your land after harvest, again, you got plenty of tractors, plenty of equipment. You can turn around your fields fairly quickly, even though this equipment is quite small. To go with that power harrow though, you have got an Amazon Centea 3000 super seed drill. Although this is 3 meters, and doing any of those fields with this is gonna take you a while. A nice Hardy Commander 4500 Delta Force sprayer. This has a 33 meter reach on it, so should do your fields in a reasonable time, along with the Breedel K105 solid spreader with 18 meter reach, so that should do things in a fairly decent amount of time as well. 2 Nardi N40BX header trailers for your headers, and a couple of 10 Winkle Pack 750 weights. So all in all, I like that equipment setup. It very much feels to me like a multiplayer equipment setup. I'd probably spend a little money early on if I was getting set up on the multiplayer to maybe get a bigger seeder or something like that in, because at the moment you are going to be spending quite a while if you go in with a single 3-meter seeder on any of these fields. But it's a good starting point. I like it. So there we are. I think this is a really cool little map. Well, I say little, it feels huge. It looks huge and it plays huge. If you want a bit of a challenge in single player or multiplayer, I think this is a great little map. Plenty of space for expansion and well worth checking out. Only available for PC at the moment from the XL Farms project Facebook page. I will put a link to that down in the description. So go check it out. I think it's great. Go show the guy who has created this some love, because yeah, he's done a great map here, and I think it's worth checking out. For now though, I'm going to leave this here, which means that all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.